What's up, guys? NBA Talk here to cover the only game tonight. The Cavaliers pretty much outclassed the Atlanta Hawks in every way possible, from the start to finish. Pretty much owning the Atlanta Hawks, setting a NBA, both NBA and NBA playoff record, pretty much all-time record. NBA record 25 3 point shots made, um, surpassing the previous records um, in NBA playoff record set by the Warriors earlier this playoff season against the Houston Rockets, which is very funny because people are just breaking records all left and right. Um, I say this is just the wrap up of the Atlanta Hawks. I don't see the Atlanta Hawks staying together after this. After this series is over, I think Al Horford is going to be gone. I think Jeff Teague is possibly the next person to be gone as well, because there has been tension between Jeff Teague and the organization going on ever since the All Star break. I know for sure, pretty much they're going to let Al Horford go. Let him go look for people because he's going to be a free agent this summer. They're going to probably trade up some players as well. Tim Hardaway, Kent Bazemore. Even though Kent Bazemore has improved much better, it's just he doesn't seem a better defensive player. Um, it's pretty much going to be the end of how we look at the Atlanta Hawks as we know them. The coach, he's going to still be there. He's going to be still there. It was 123 to 98. LeBron James, 27 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. 4 out of 6 from the 3 point range, which is if you're letting him make 3 point shots, if he's making 3 point shots like this, then something's wrong. It's gonna be a wrap because he don't normally go on this tear because he's one of the worst 3 point shooters this season. Um, Kevin Love, he got limited too. He had 3 out of 12. He hasn't had a good game this series, especially from game one. Game two, he has 11 points, 13 rebounds. He has improved as a defensive player, though. That is something to mark at. Tristan Thompson, he didn't have to do so much. Only played for 19 minutes, 7 rebounds, only 5 points, but that's all he really needed to do. He picked up 4 offensive rebounds every all the time. Like whenever he goes against the Atlanta Hawks, he plays on an all-star level. Um, J.R. Smith going bonkers. 23 points, 7 out of 13 for the 3 point range, just barraging this team with threes. Same thing with Kyrie Irving, 19 points, 4 out of 5 for the 3 point range. Oh, yeah, just to mention Kevin Love, he shot 3 out of 4 for the 3 point range. Just a note. Iman Shumpert came off the bench, dropped a 3. Richard Jefferson, 22 3 pointers from him. Delhi dropped one as well. Channing Frye dropped one as well. And Mo Williams, surprise appearance as well. Um, 47% from the field overall, 55% from the 3 point range, of course, because it just pretty much gunshots right at them. 27 assists and only 8 turnovers. Pretty much sweet. Um, we look towards the Atlanta Hawks. Kent Bazemore, 5 points. He had a horrible game. 16 points from Paul Millsap and 11 rebounds. He pretty much had the best game out of everyone in the Atlanta Hawks. Al Horford shot 3 out of 7 from the field, only 10 points. 7 points from Kyle Korver, 14 points from Jeff Teague, 10 points from Self Falosha, and 12 points from Chris Humphreys. And you have some guy named Muscola with 10 points. The team overall shot 42% from the field overall, 40% from the three-point range, 18 assists, 40 rebounds, 16 turnovers. That was one of the biggest issues because they kept turning the ball over so much, killing the momentum. And that wraps up home field advantage for the Cleveland Cavaliers. And I say this series is over. And I could be wrong. They could really surprise us because they're going at home, going to Atlanta. But I say it's over. They probably would get one victory on them. But remember, this is the same team, just like a few pieces moved together. But it's the same team versus the Cavaliers, who are the same team from last season, from last playoffs in the conference finals, where they got swept. The Atlanta Hawks got swept, and looks like history is going to repeat itself. It was a 3-point massacre. I don't know what the Atlanta Hawks can do. They could play better defense and hope for the best, but I don't see that happening. Because they gave up in the third quarter, basically. And it was really over by the time the first half ended. So that's it. And that's it for tonight. Tomorrow, Miami Heat versus Toronto Raptors. Remember, last game was a huge one. I don't know what's going on with my camera. Huge game tomorrow. Miami Heat versus Toronto Raptors is going to be big. Last game, I said it was the most competitive game so far in the playoffs. And we're gonna see a new one, and hopefully we can see some more of Kyle Lowry because he was in the news earlier today, practicing after the game from the Miami Heat versus Toronto game, practicing by himself in the arena. He's trying to motivate himself. So that's it. Good night. What do you think about this game? Do you think the Hawks still have a chance to win? Peace.